man. We need a word by Thomas Whitfield. We got the one and only Bishop Joseph Walker, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee. Bishop Walker, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning. We need a word from the Lord. Let me tell you, man, we got to believe what God told us. You know, with all that's going on in the world, man, we got to stay with what God promised us in His word. There's no substitute for all the bad news happening in the world. You got to trust the good news of what God promised you and know it's going to come to pass. Sometimes we get so in a hurry, we miss that. A son goes to his father one day and says, "Dad, I want a car." A few months later, the dad gives the son a Bible. He's so upset that his dad didn't give him what he thought he wanted. He threw the Bible in his backpack, man, went out with some friends and carjacked the car. Man, they were joyriding, living it up. Police pulled him over, man. When they pulled him over, they began to search the car after handcuffing him in the back of the car. And they looked in the backpack, and there was a Bible his daddy gave him. And inside of that Bible was a check for $20,000 to buy a new car. If only that boy had opened up the book, he wouldn't be in the situation he was in right now. I'm talking to somebody right now. If you just open up the book, you'll realize your Father's already given you what you've asked for. So rather than get ahead of God and end up in bad relationships in bad places, take a little time and open up the book. I know Facebook is popular, but put your face in the book. Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I may not sin against thee. We need a word from the Lord.
Bishop Walker, let everybody, ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, our presiding bishop, Bishop Joseph Walker, man, I really appreciate you coming on always, man, at short notice. Let everybody know how you could be reached.
Love you, Ricky. Hey, man, reach me on Instagram at Joseph Walker, the number 3. That's Joseph Walker 3. Let me know you were listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, Bishop.
Yeah.
I got one for you right here. You want to go old school when you was preaching at the small church?
Let's go.
Here you go right here. Lord, you bought me one more sunny day. Remember this?
Oh, my God.
Here we go right here, y'all.
Never quit blowing. Oh, if the gray clouds always cover the sky.
News headlines,
Entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, man, again, we want to thank Bishop Joseph Walker, the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, for that praise break this morning, man. We are just grateful and thankful to be alive. Got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is being brought to you by OWN. Did you miss the new episode of Kings of Napa last night on OWN? Well, catch up on what you missed on demand. The Kings of Napa, Tuesday, 8/7 Central on OWN. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. So just one day after 8,500 U.S. troops were put on alert for possible deployment to Eastern Europe. Yesterday, President Biden told reporters, quote, that he has no intentions of putting American forces or NATO forces in Ukraine. Now, of course, this is a response to a possible Russian attack on Ukraine, but Russia continues to deny that it is planning an invasion. Meanwhile, yesterday, the U.S. Coast Guard was searching for 39 missing people after a capsized boat was found off Florida's eastern coast with one lone survivor clinging onto it. It is believed that the boat was used for human smuggling. The one man who did survive said it capsized in severe weather and no one had on life jackets. In COVID news, Pfizer has announced that it will begin testing a vaccine that specifically targets the Omicron variant. And in political news, 81-year-old House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced yesterday that she'll seek re-election on a 19th term. Pelosi did not say if she will seek another term as a speaker if re-elected, but it is expected that she will easily win in her heavily Democratic district. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news this morning. For more, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morningshow.com. Rock T, our sports genius. What is going down in sports?
What's happening, man? Well, former Tampa Bay wide receiver Antonio Brown says he will pursue legal action against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over his release after saying he was too injured to continue playing against the New York Jets earlier this month, and claimed Coach Bruce Arians ignored his plea to not re-enter the game. So we're going to continue. The chapter continues with Antonio Brown. New Orleans Saints head coach, I should say former head coach Sean Payton steps down as head coach after 16 years.
For what, though?
Man, listen, here's my opinion. He doesn't plan to coach anywhere next season. That's what he says, okay? Depending on the success of the Dallas Cowboys, don't be surprised if he replaces head coach Mike McCarthy over the next year or two. I'm just saying, because there's always been a bunch of rumors of Sean Payton wanting to be the Dallas Cowboys coach eventually, because he used to be the offensive coordinator back in the day, early in the 2000s. So I'm just saying, Mike McCarthy, if you put Mike McCarthy's overall head coaching success in the NFL and Sean Payton side by side, they got about the same resume. A lot of people may not realize that. They got about the same. So both of the coaches are about the same if you just go off statistics in their history of coaching. But that's just my little bold prediction early on in this process. We'll keep you posted there, Rick Dog. Gary with the T, what's up there, Pimpin'?
All right, y'all. Megan Good is still talking y'all about that terrible divorce she's going through now. They're saying she is continuing, y'all, to slowly open up about her split from soon-to-be ex-husband Devon Franklin. Now, they're saying, y'all, that over the weekend she did an interview. She's doing this show, Prime, and she's some of her colleagues, and they were talking, and she decided to open up, y'all, during, about the divorce. She said, quote, "Throughout life," she said, "I've always approached relationships as understanding that at some point they'll get to the place that they're going to, and then they would be over." Now, they're saying that the 40-year-old actress said this. She said, "I've always had an attitude of like, all right, next chapter. We'll see what's next," and being okay with that and appreciating what you give to someone and what they give to you, and sharing a moment in time and in life that you never get back, y'all, regardless of how it ends. She also called the divorce, y'all, the most painful thing that she's ever experienced in her life. She said, "But I'm still optimistic. I'm still hopeful, y'all, for the future. Maybe this isn't a chapter, but I just feel that it's my next act in life, and I trust God," y'all. She seems like she's going through a lot of pain, y'all, with this divorce, y'all. I mean, because she's been out. I've been seeing pictures of her out in the public and stuff. She's been looking very sad, and that she probably really miss her husband-to-be. But, she said she got to move on and stuff, and life goes on. So we're going to keep Megan Good and Devon Franklin lifted up in our prayers, and maybe they might get back together. You never know, because sometimes, people go through a separation, and then they get back together. So we'll see how this all turns out. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is sweet butter. On the high end, you say sweet butter, and on the low end, just beautiful light yellow. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, somebody called Janet Jackson a slaughter hog and a cow. We'll tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
Catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the bottom of the hour, time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. In her upcoming documentary, Janet Jackson, she revealed that her late brother Michael Jackson used to tease her over her weight. According to the Daily Mail, Janet said there were times when Mike used to tease me and call me names. Pig, horse, slaughter hog, and cow. She continued. He would laugh, and I'd laugh about it too, but then there was somewhere down inside that it would hurt. She added, when you have somebody say you're too heavy, it affects you. Dang, MJ. But I guess that's how brothers and sisters play sometimes. They say stuff about each other. They don't mean to hurt.
The older brothers was teasing him probably too.
Right, exactly.
Yep. Jermaine, stop teasing.
Tito, get me some tissue. And y'all, Vivica A. Fox let people know that Regina King is doing how she was doing following the news of the death of her son, Ian Alexander Jr., over the weekend. She said she spent the night with King and that she's okay. Breaking into tears, Fox explained that she dropped everything to go see her friend and sister. She added, she's so strong. More than anything else, I'm glad I got to hug her and look into her eyes. That's sweet. So that's good news to hear, I guess, to hear that she's okay. But we kind of all know she's not okay, so we just need to keep praying for her, because that's a heavy thing. All right, y'all, moving on. Tamar Braxton took to social media to discuss the success of the Braxton family value. She said, y'all want to know a fun fact? We've been the only #1 black female show for the past 10 years and have never been nominated or been fairly compensated for anything. Sometimes you have to be your own flower, and that own was OWN, so I wonder if that's a hint that they're moving to own. She said, we love each other and we get along better than ever now. Let that sink in. We forgive you. # forever the Braxton girls. So, what y'all think? Y'all think the Braxtons might be moving to own?
Cryptic message.
Kind of right. Kind of cryptic, right? All right. Yesterday I told y'all about Cardi B winning 1-point-something million, but today it's telling me that she's issued a formal statement following her $3.8 million court win against YouTuber Tasha K for libel and defamation. In a statement posted to Instagram, she said, I'm grateful for the jury and their careful deliberation over the past 2 weeks. She continued, I thought I would never be heard or vindicated, and I felt completely helpless and vulnerable. I have never taken for granted the platform that my fame allows me to have, which is why for over 3 years I dedicated every resource I had to seek justice. And almost 4 years of repeated slander against me, being able to walk away from this victorious brings me great happiness. She continued, the only difference between me and the high schooler who is being cyberbullied and lied on by their classmates is the money and resources I have access to. We collectively have to say enough is enough. And I agree with that. So
let me ask a question real quick. What do you think is the lady going to leave Cardi B alone? Do you think she's going to continue to do what she's doing? Do you think her business is going to go away?
I don't know. I feel like she's going to continue to do what she's doing, but she probably not going to mess with Cardi B.
She probably she posted a lot of her sponsors on yesterday. It looked like it's trying to raise money. I don't know.
Wow.
I think she done, Rick.
Oh, well, hey.
What you think they're going to take her blogs off? Can
I
YouTube
think she's
do
going to
that?
keep her blog, but she has so much fine tape around her, and now that this lawsuit has been won, precedent has been set. So that's what she does. She talks crazy about people, Rick. She says the most
just
outlandish
off the
things.
Wall, outlandish,
like crazy. So she's not going to be able to do that anymore without getting $3 million judgments, and that's a lot of money.
And that sets the precedence. Hopefully, this is
exactly.
A lot of bloggers that do this just to make money and dog people out and slander people. Hopefully, they take heed to this too, for real, because it's a lot of that. People had nothing else to do with their time but create lies about celebrities. So
for a click.
Just for a click. And then what they do, they start selling stuff, so and they start getting a following because they talking bad and dragging people. It's crazy. It is crazy what people do for money. But anyway, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU, and why don't y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 8669-RICKEY. That's 8669-RICKEY. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. Who we repping today, Rock Teasy?
Man, let's go on down to Alabama A&M player. HBCU, coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU,
All right, man, what's up, man? Rock Teasy up in the house, man. It's time for another HBCU. We're going to always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. We about to head on down to Alabama A&M University. Established in 1875, home of the Maroon and White Bulldogs. Shout out to the Marching Maroon and White Marching Band. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. John Stallworth, former NFL wide receiver who played 14 seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Considered one of the best of all time in NFL history. He played alongside another Pittsburgh Steeler all-great wide receiver, Lynn Swann. John Stallworth went to 4 Super Bowls, was an All-Pro 3 times, a Pittsburgh Steeler 2-time MVP, a Pittsburgh Steeler all-time team member, a Pittsburgh Steeler Hall of Honor member. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2002. Alabama A&M retired his number 22 jersey. The brother's so cold. he earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration while attending Alabama A&M. Woo! I'm going to stop right there. John Stallworth, another proud HBCU alum of Alabama A&M University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, no!
Man, Bessemer, Alabama's own. Man, appreciate that, Rock Teasy. I got a helmet with his signature on there. I got a Hall of Fame HBCU helmet with all of the HBCU grads that went on to the NFL to make big things happen. A lot of them in the Hall of Fame, but man, that's one of my most prized possessions. Hey, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and thank you so much for the opportunity to bring this coronavirus update to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got several things going on with this Omicron variant, Ricky. One, the World Health Organization announced, as I did last week, that the pandemic fueled by Omicron now will result in a new phase of this pandemic, and hopefully that phase will allow us to return to normalcy. That the combination of infection, of natural immunity, and immunization should result in us having control of this pandemic and returning to what we're calling endemic. At the same time, however, a new variant of the Omicron that's now being called the stealth Omicron has been detected, and the question is it's definitely shown to be more transmissible. The question is, will it be more virulent than the current Omicron variation? And at the same time, a clinical trial was announced by Pfizer Pharmaceuticals for an Omicron-specific vaccine. That vaccine is being tested in people up to age from 18 to 55. And the test is being to determine its safety and its efficacy. So we have several things going on with this pandemic. The Omicron the original variant seems to be a semi-blessing in the perspective of it's going to help us obtain herd immunity, again, in combination with natural immunity and immunization. This is still a pandemic of the unvaccinated, and there was a bill introduced yesterday, don't know how far it's going to go, that insurance companies not have to pay for the hospital costs of people that get COVID that have not been vaccinated. So that's going to really create the two classes of people, the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. What the listeners think about that? Should we bear the cost of the healthcare services for people who refuse to get the vaccine, then get sick with COVID? That's where we are with that, Richard.
Aren't you on with Dr. Collier? Good morning.
Yes, my question is that I had COVID back in September, and ever since I've had COVID, my urine has been like the color of a lemon, and I've constantly had urine analysis tests done, and they keep telling me that they are normal. And I'm just wondering if this is it didn't happen before the COVID, and I'm just wondering if this is one of the side effects from it. And I'm getting to be a little bit concerned about this.
Okay, well, urinary tract infections with the COVID virus have been documented. So the question is it causing any problems or just causing a change in the color and character of your urine? Again, all the symptoms related to COVID are due to an inflammatory response. So I would treat with natural anti-inflammatories such as vitamin D and omega-3 fish oil to see if that will improve over time. Fortunately, it's not infectious and it's not affecting, obviously, your renal function, just the color and character of your urine. But the problem is always inflammation, so you treat the inflammation with natural anti-inflammatories.
All right, John with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Listen, Dr. Collier, I want to know one thing, man. I mean, I'm fully vaccinated. Now, I want to have sex with a woman. Now, it's been 2 years since this pandemic been going on, brother. I mean, is it safe for me to have sex with a woman that hasn't been vaccinated, or is it safe for me to have a woman that is fully vaccinated?
Cut that ass with a man.
Okay. Yes, it's not only safe, but probably necessary if you have not had sex for 2 years. I would highly recommend that you decompress. But again, an unvaccinated person just following precautions. If you want to have that person tested, please do. If not, just wear a mask, socially distance as best you can. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Carter, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show crew, or its cast members. Follow me on Facebook and ask Dr. MJ. Facebook Live.
Hold it.
He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hear hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. We knew the baby's name, y'all. We know her name is Baby Monaco, but now we know what she really is. I just told y'all that. Here's what her mama said.
I am very excited to share that Monaco Mai Jenkins is a girl.
Aren't y'all excited, y'all? Jeannie Mai had a baby girl. Now, everybody was wondering, Monaco could have been, a neutral name, could have been a boy, could have been a girl, what have you. But she made the announcement that it's definitely a baby girl. And everybody was raving about it. They said, because, honey, just picture this, y'all. Baby Monaco, honey, as an adult, honey, going into a business. Hi, my name is Monaco Jenkins. That just rings, y'all. It just has a ring. And everybody was like, baby, she's going to be a grand little girl, because Jeannie was saying she can't wait till she get older so they could bond together, where she could dress her up in her love and do all the wonderful things that a woman would do with their daughter. So congratulations, y'all, to Jeannie and Jeezy, y'all, and Baby Monaco, y'all. But Jeannie also went on to say some things to y'all. Now, all y'all, you could probably help out Eva, your mother. She said that, the fourth trimester, y'all, is the hardest, y'all. She said, honey, it's definitely a hard thing. She said, honey, while being a new mom is the most exhilarating moment she said I have ever experienced in my life, nothing prepared me for postpartum. She said, nothing. No book I've read, advice I've given y'all that could have compiled, honey, all the things, honey, that needs to just sit down, lay down, walk, cry. And she said the fourth trimester has been the hardest trimester ever. She said, but she's happy, healing mom over #postpartum. Is it so? Is the fourth trimester the hardest?
We just call it postpartum. You have 3 trimesters, so this is a new thing to call it a 4th trimester. But nevertheless, absolutely, when it comes to having a child, that, moment after having them, those first few months, it's difficult. Your emotions are up and down. Your body's changing, hormones. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Do men go through trimesters or postpartum?
Nope.
No, they don't.
Take a nap after we hit.
You're not supposed to.
What, Ricky?
Take a nap after we hit.
Oh, my God.
In that time, it's no activity, at least 6 weeks. It's a lot going on. No hitting going on at all, Rich.
Strip club.
Oh, Lord.
Exactly.
Strip club till you heal up.
Oh. Congratulations, honey, to Jeannie and Jeezy. All right, moving on, honey. Another celebrity news, y'all. Kanye West, y'all, is speaking out, y'all. They're saying that Kanye has confirmed that there is another sex tape, y'all, featuring Kim Kardashian and Ray J. Now, Ye said, y'all, that he actually, y'all, went and picked up, y'all, the tape from Ray J himself. He said, quote, I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself, he said, that night, and then got on a red eye. He said, I met this man at the airport and got on a red eye, came back, delivered it to Kim at 8 a.m. in the morning. He then continued to say, y'all, he said, I gave it to her, and she cried when she saw it. He said, you know why she cried, honey, when she saw the doggone laptop? He said, because it represents how much she's been used. He said it represents how much people didn't even love her and just saw her as a commodity. He also wanted to describe Kim, y'all, as the most transacted upon human being other than Santa Claus or Jesus Christ.
He probably sat at the airport and went through the tapes. And now, look, now, let's play right here. We was running a cover 5.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That is the mama of his children.
Right here, we was running a dig route, okay? See right here? All right, run it back.
This was a post corner over
for
here.
that tape.
You think he did?
Down and
he
out.
did. They said he did. He paid. They didn't disclose how much he paid, but he paid.
Get that curl rod over here.
Oh, Lord. My God.
There's the fade in the end zone.
Right here was running out the wishbone.
Ricky, y'all, did y'all hear what I read? How would y'all feel? He said she was the most transacted upon human being other than Santa Claus or Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
I don't want to see it either.
You think that's probably why
I hadn't seen the first one. I won't watch it.
I'm talking about if I was him.
Well,
talking about Kanye or Ray J?
Yeah, if I was Kanye. Why would you want to watch that?
I feel like you saw it before anyways.
Watching them be jealous and then try the same stuff.
But he's in Hollywood, though. People in Hollywood do things totally different than regular people, though. I mean, that could have been a nice popcorn sitter. They probably ate popcorn and watched it or what have you and stuff. And he knew what Kim was about. I mean, when he married, he knew about the first tape or whatever. And if he paid to go have this second one done, that's. I mean, what the kids gonna see?
Making love to your wife after that tape come out, and then Moesha come on.
The color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is sweet butter. On the hand, you say sweet butter, and on the lawn, you say beautiful light yellow. That's your color for the day. Jesus.
Gary.
Oh, my
I
God.
be damn mad at Moesha come on. I knew how to break up. She trying to change the channel, and then you can't ever find a remote when you want to change it.
Sure can't, honey.
Can't find that.
Oh, help us today, Lord.
Help us, Lord. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
One.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show time for the wake-up calls. Get at your boy, 866-9-RICKY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Miss Val calling out of Lawrence, South Carolina, and I want to wake my daughters up. Kenyatta Gill of Greenville, South Carolina, and Pastor Ketoya Thompson of Lawrence. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
I'd like to wake up the Huntley family and the Johnson family. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Yes, I want to wake up everybody in Grenada, Mississippi. It's Wednesday. It's your hump on.
My name is Edie Fuller from Anderson, South Carolina. I like to wake up my grandchildren in Red Bank, New Jersey. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I like to wake up Norton's Hospital, IMA, Western High School, DJ, Day-Day, Lele, and Darion. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Again, what's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Say Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. And Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brad.
You're welcome, Rickey.
Give it up for our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah.
Janie, good morning.
Good morning.
Here's our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Now, someone turned in a black size 6 orthopedic shoe to Lost and Found after the usher board meeting last week, and it had 3 toes in it. So all older members with gangrene need to please look down and check your feet and see if it belongs to you. It's 3 toes. It's the 2 middle ones and the pinky. If y'all find out who it is, please call the church custodian. Mother Velma Williams have a $500 reward if anybody know where her dog Boosie is. You know Mother Velma Williams, Janie?
Yeah.
You know her dog Boosie?
Yeah.
And he was last seen in her car at choir rehearsal yesterday. And she also has a $50 reward for anybody that know where her husband Willie Sr. is at. So $500 for the dog and $50 for her husband Willie Sr. He was last seen in 1997 going to get some gas. But if you need $500, just find Bootsy. The only thing she wants you to find Willie because she got some papers that he needs to sign. Other than that, I don't think she cares.
Willie go.
Now, you know, Deacon Jesse Hester has got called to the upper room. You know Jesse Hester?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a call to report to the upper room. And he was 85 and had just recovered from a successful heart transplant. And he was being released from the hospital on this past Monday. But what had happened was he had then got the heart of a deer.
Oh, no.
The deer put in him because that's all they had. That's all they had. And he was good until his wife and son got him outside of the hospital when he took off running out of the wheelchair and got hit by a beer truck trying to jump across the traffic on First Avenue. So y'all make sure y'all please keep the family lifted up in prayer. And get ready for next Sunday to be having the Cockeyed Members Convention. All the Cockeyed members from all the churches having a convention. So y'all please make sure y'all register for the Cockeyed Members Convention. It's beautiful. Go down there and watch them just walk around and don't know who nobody looking at. All right, that concludes our church announcement. All right, Janie. I'll call you. Hello, Black Tony.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Rick.
Where you at, Black Tony? What happened?
God, I'm so tired of this, Shawty. I'm so tired of this. Sometimes
What, calling in sick every day?
No, Shawty, ain't nobody sick. I'm not sick, Shawty. Well,
it just ruin our day when you don't come to work, bro. You been calling in a little too much.
Calm down. First of all, Shawty, listen up. I can't barely talk. I can't barely breathe, Shawty, right now. Because I'm dealing with something right now.
Everybody just...
I already come to work this morning, Shawty. I had my clothes laid out. I had a brand new outfit from G-Unit. I had got me a G-Unit outfit, a denim G-Unit outfit from Ross.
What's a G-Unit outfit? What's that, Rock?
Yeah, it's one of them outfits 50 Cent used to wear.
Yeah.
You talking about the best?
Yeah, I had the denim jacket with the denim jeans with the BG on the back, and I got some brand new white K-Swift outfit coming there dead fresh, but with a white T-shirt. Shouted, look. My nephew, shouted, D-boy hate me, shouted. D-little boy hate me, shouted. I'm not even playing. Well, you ain't don't believe what they did to me.
What happened?
I can't hardly even breathe right now. I was laying down on my back sleep, and they done took a scrawl and tickled my nose. And they had put some Gorilla Glue on my fingers. And when I stuck my fingers up my nose, because they were tickling my nose, my fingers are stuck on my nostrils right now. I can't hardly even. I can't hardly even breathe. I can't drive like this till I get my fingers all stuck.
So basically, you're not coming to work.
Yeah, the way I look like coming to work like this with my damn fingers stuck up in my nose.
There's a couple of people work here. They don't be having two fingers, but they sure be having one. You have to catch them.
I can't go like this.
Well, somebody on TikTok said, man, you ain't been to work in 5 years. It's been that long. Angela Yvonne said you ain't been to work in 5 years.
I can't work like this. I can't drive like this with my fingers stuck up for a while, though.
Man, these folks, they killing you on TikTok, man. They really going in on you. You about to start trending on TikTok.
You got dark tint on your Cutlass, man, so can't nobody even see inside your car.
Yeah, can you make it?
I'm driving with my hand stuck over my nose. Ugly, boy, put your hands up in your fingers.
Hey, Black Tony, you know the bone. We got our bonuses today. The checks up here.
Okay, accept it to me then. Ugly.
When we get over here, get somewhere and sit down. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about me because I'm grown. I'm going to be with the grown folks. You go be with the kids. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't ask, can you stay the night? You cannot. Don't ask them they come back over here and stay the night. They cannot. Don't get over here acting like you hungry, like you ain't ate all day. If you do, I'm going to knock fire out of your throat. Don't touch nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't ask for nothing to drink. Don't ask for nothing to eat. Lisa Ann already think her kids is better than everybody else, and they are not. If one of them touch you, you better knock their head off their shoulder. Don't come in there tattling to me about what you think, what you want, and how you feel. When we get ready to go, I tell you how you feel. Is everybody on the same page? Don't play with me. Is y'all ready to go? Don't. Okay, let's go.
Where are the aunties like that? They don't make them like that no more, Brett.
They don't.
Y'all done got too nice. All these aunties, super nice. Y'all nice and some, boy, these aunties right here what one we grew up with. That's why we the way we are. We had the best aunties ever.
Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 4 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the segment's being brought to you by Swiffer. Not sure how to care for your hardwood floors? Try Wet Jet Wood, the fast and easy way to safely clean wood floors. Swiffer. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Gloria James, the beautiful mother of LeBron James, y'all, is screaming to the mountaintop, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that Gloria James is going to be celebrating her birthday in a week or so, and LeBron already gave her wonderful birthday gift, y'all. He gave her a beautiful 2022 G-Wagon, Mercedes G-Wagon, and she said she is so excited that she loves her son and he's the best son in the world and he's there for her at all times, honey, and it's a wonderful thing. But a G-Wagon, I mean, those are nice. How much those cost, Brad? Like a 50 or 100?
I don't know, Gary. I don't know.
About $140,000.
140?
You know that's how much the new Cadillacs cost too. I said, dang.
They do, girl, them Escalades.
Yes. I said, my goodness.
A G-Wagon cost the same thing of an Escalade?
Baby, them Escalades ain't no joke. Them new ones.
Right.
Yeah,
It depends on what you get on them. Yeah.
I love going up there looking at them.
Okay.
He ain't going home with
Walking out. Gary, I don't even go in.
I know you don't here. You barely
You know, you stand out the window with your arms folded behind your back, but you won't even touch the window like somebody's granddaddy.
Don't touch.
Looking over the top of your glass, and you go and get in your car and go home and be like, I wish.
Okay, well, honey, Miss Gloria is driving her new G-Wagon, honey. So, I mean, that's a good thing. But I wonder, a G-Wagon, I'm sure he bought her a house, too. I'm sure all the money he has. I'm more than sure he bought her
she live in the projects in the G-Wagon, girl.
Come on, man.
You know damn well.
He take care of his mama.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he does. Well, congratulations, baby. This girl's happy, honey, and her new G-Wagon, honey. Did she still mess with them young boys?
Come on, man.
Gary, go on, man. You better have LeBron mad at us.
Well, I remember once upon a time.
Gary.
Moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, this is a sad story, y'all. Brad, this is one of your colleagues, baby. The baby, y'all. He is angry, baby, and he is speaking out, baby, because they claimed, honey, he graduated with a 1.8 GPA, honey. They say he is angry.
Sounds about normal to me.
Hold on, Ricky. I'm going to get to you. But anyway, honey, they say the baby is calling it cap, honey. He said, that's a rumor. He said, I ain't graduating no 1.8 GPA, honey. They said he reposted. Now, there's a list, y'all, of rappers, honey, and their high school's GPA. And I'm going to call a few of them out for you. It's being reported that J. Cole had a 4.2 GPA. Drake has a 3.4. The Baby has a 1.8. Big Sean has a 3.7 GPA. Kendrick Lamar has a 4.0. Childish Gambino has a 3.82. NAB Youngboy dropped out. Eminem dropped out, Lil Wayne dropped out, Rihanna dropped out, and Jay-Z dropped out. So that's their GPAs. And so, a 1.8. So, Ricky, what would yours you think runs around 1.8?
That was about my average. For a special K.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Okay, what was yours? A 1?
GED, so whatever that add up to.
Oh,
we didn't look, they didn't have medicine for ADHD back then.
Oh,
so we couldn't focus, we couldn't do our work. And I was known
laughing too much.
Yeah, laughing too much, and teachers sitting us by the window. I was a daydreamer. So teachers couldn't sit me by no window. Now I stay out the window all day.
My Lord, well that's good. But then a lot of people saying, but all the people that I called dropped out here, they all million billionaires though.
Hello.
For everybody, man.
Yeah. But a mind is a terrible thing to waste, though. So, I mean, but that's good that they got all this money and stuff. But I'll never forget what my college professor told me, and it was so proud. He said, just because you have a high GPA and a college degree doesn't make you smarter than anybody else.
Amen
it just
to that.
means you have more education
Right.
than them.
Wow.
So that was that, honey. So congratulations to all those people and their GPAs and those that dropped
Couldn't
out.
damn study because they be outside shooting. Hell. It's hard to do your homework from up under the bed. Living in I grew up. You're up under the bed, holding your grandma got the cover over y'all head and stuff. They shooting every night, and then next door you can hear the old man call his wife a funky bee. I said, damn. I couldn't do no homework, so my homework grades was what kept me down because I couldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Too much going on.
My Lord. All right, y'all. Well, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is sweet butter. On the high end, you say sweet butter, and on the low end, just say beautiful light yellow. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the G.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, listen, man. In relationships with a significant other, there's a lot of different ways a person can cheat. Now, of course, you can cheat if it's a physical affair, but you can also cheat emotionally, and you can cheat financially, right? So, putting your money in the bed with somebody else's money that ain't your husband, that's cheating. The fact, according to a new poll from creditcards.com, about 1/3 of people with a significant other say that they have committed financial infidelity. According to the survey of couples who are either married in a civil partnership or living together, 25%, that's 1 out of 4, say that they have credit cards, checking accounts, or savings accounts that their partners don't know about. That's 1 out of 4 people, 25%. 15% said that they spend more than their partners would approve of. 9% said that they have a secret debt. Now, this is what's interesting right here. 42% say that physical cheating and financial cheating are equally bad. So hit us up at 866 and let us know what you think about financial infidelity. Is it grounds for ending a relationship like physical cheating? So I need to know what y'all think. Brett.
Well, I think you need to be honest in every situation because you don't want your significant other to find out you got a whole nother bank account and they've been paying for everything. Like, it needs to be equally yoked.
Right. Spencer K.
Yeah. Well, since I don't have nothing to hide, this don't even relate to me. She know all my little $350 is.
Okay. Rob.
Man, Crystal secretly saves money on the side behind my back all the time when she wants to really save to buy something, but she always ends up telling me about it, so it's not really a big deal. So, you know, you gotta communicate with each other, man. I mean, if it ain't nothing really big, like a huge $100,000 that you got on the side or something like that, then, you know.
So when you come home, you're like, hey, honey, here's the paycheck. Like, which I don't mind if she's financially responsible and gonna help me, and she good with numbers and math and saving. I'll bring the damn check home and give it to her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all just kind of work together.
We work together, but she is better at me than with the money, balancing the books and all that kind of stuff. She's better with all that stuff, but we do it together.
All right, Eva.
I disagree. I don't think it's cheating unless you guys are in a financial bind and there is money somewhere and you're failing to tell them. But if you guys are both, you know, equitable partners in the house and you both bring home money and you both have your own jobs, I feel like you need to know that I got an extra $50,000 for this, or, you know what I mean? I just don't.
Gary.
Well, you know, I think, honey, if the man is the breadwinner of the household, I think a woman should have an extra bank account, you know, somewhere aside, because usually if divorce come up or what have you, the man gonna put the woman out. She got to be put out, honey, with everything. So she should have some extra money aside just in case if he put her out, honey, she could fall back on her little extra bank account and live her life. And then
shouldn't they have the house together if they married?
But they should if they're married and stuff. But for the most part, the woman usually have to go, especially if the man is the breadwinner, because, you know what I mean, it's my damn house. You got to go. Okay. And they put the woman out. So, you know, I think she should have a little extra bank account and stuff. And my mama used to hide money from my dad did all the time, and she used to sneak and buy stuff and sneak it in the house and stuff, so he didn't know about it and stuff. Because I mean, if there was an extra woman outside, at least she got her something extra.
Yeah, it ain't
See,
no.
that's the problem. I think that's the problem, Gary. That's why it shouldn't be a secret. Like, you should tell them anyway. I mean, hopefully they don't expect you to spend it if they don't need it. But if you got, like Eva say, something serious that needs to be handled and you hiding it, then that's not cool. But you might as well just talk to them about it, because if they find out later, then it's gonna create an argument. And who wants to argue with their significant other?
Well, you fit to get married, and that's gonna be different. But honey, my thing is this though, honey. A man ain't gonna tell you all what he's bringing home.
Hold on. Say what, Gary?
I said a man. With Bradford to get married, that's a whole different situation. But when a man is the breadwinner and bringing all the money home, do you think he's gonna tell his wife all the money he got? No,
he should.
He shouldn't cheat neither, but he does.
It should be okay.
No, it ain't gonna be okay, honey. You need to have your extra damn bank account for a rainy day, honey.
No.
Well, you go in, Brett. You go in and love.
If it's ever a bad situation or something, like, both of y'all need to know what each other got so y'all can help and support each other. I mean, if you got a good relationship, I don't think your husband or your wife or your wife or your wife or your husband is gonna want to take your money. But if y'all got something that's going on and that's what y'all got that thing together. It's a partnership.
Brad, look at all these women and men going. Look at Mary J. Blige and all these women and went through with their husbands and stuff, and the damn husband suing them and taking their doggone money, and then they was the ones allegedly cheating on them. No, honey,
Gary,
I want something
let me
extra.
tell you something. It ain't nothing. Brad's right. It ain't nothing wrong with your spouse having their own separate bank account, but keeping it secretive is where problems
And
will
it's not so
start.
much I'm gonna keep it a secret. I just didn't mention it to you. It's
Well,
not
that's
a
the
secret.
same thing, Gary. That's the same thing.
Not mentioning something that's lying, Gary. It's the same as lying.
It's going to cause a problem. And who wants those kind of problems? Life presents enough issues itself.
It ain't that much love in the world, honey. Sorry, I'm gonna have me an extra bank account.
And that's why you buy yourself.
I guess so then, honey. 'Cause all mine is mine.
What did the lonely do for Christmas?
Baby, I went shopping and bought me something and have to worry about nobody else.
See, and that's a problem. It's supposed to be shared with your loved ones, Gary.
I shared it with Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
You paid your tithe. You paid your tithe and your offering.
That's right, honey. Once I paid my tithe and offering,
You
honey,
can, Gary, you can't beat God's giving.
No matter how you try.
Can't beat God's giving. No matter how.
No matter how.
You try.
Punch out, get out of 8669 Ricky 8669 RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Oh, I would definitely hide money. I don't think you should stash money, but that's the escape plan just in case.
Yes, hiding the money isn't a big deal. It's hiding new debt that's the problem.
I feel like that in a relationship, if you're trying to become wed and you want to be with each other forever, and you can't keep no secrets at all, period. We got to be able to talk about it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If I can't know what you're spending your money on and what you're doing with your money, then you can't really want me in your life and expect that I'm going to invest with you.
All right, y'all. I'm going to be talking more about this at the Dania Beach Improv this weekend.
Transition.
Ain't nothing wrong with slide that plug on there.
If you were not able to get through to talk about finances, you can come see me. I'm going to be talking about all the finances at the Dania Beach Improv this weekend in Fort Lauderdale. Y'all come. I got 2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, and they trying to get me to air the show Sunday. So if you couldn't get through, and you guess who coming with me, Special K?
Me?
Miss Janie.
Oh, Miss Janie coming with you?
Oh, yeah, dog. Miss Janie. We have added Miss Janie to the show. We're going to have a good time.
Inserted him.
Say what, Gary?
He done inserted him up in there.
Hey, Gary. Closed mouth don't get fed.
I'm trying to tell you,
honey, starve then.
You say who, me?
I ain't sure finna give me a bus ticket.
Aren't y'all Rickey Smiley Morning Show? Hey, it's 10 before the top of the hour. Y'all, it is time for Ricky's Quickies. Let's get it.
Quickies.
Dear Rick, I said Miss Jamie happy birthday, and I didn't get her them plums, okay?
Quickies.
I'm Tanya Jones, a.k.a. Zanelli Agua. I'm living my best life. Don't fool with me.
Quickies.
It's my baby, my boy Ricky.
Quickies.
Yeah, Gary, go myself.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky, who the boss? You a black Tony, baby. Take it out, little boy.
Quickies.
In the eyes of an angel. Please donate $19.
Quickies.
Gary with your teeth look like an estrogen breaking. Electric boogaloo.
Quickies.
Quickies.
Ricky need a breathing treatment. That's all I got to say.
Quickies.
Do me a favor. Stop playing Lauryn Hill to motivate me to go to work when she can't get her ass out of bed in the morning.
Quickies.
Hey, Special K was talking about hiring finances. Did he have the rejection letter from that apartment complex?
Quickies.
Yes. Look at God.
Quickies.
What do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea.
Quickies.
Gary's faking gay to avoid child support. Give my mom her money.
Quickies.
Gary's telling everybody else GPA. What was Gary's? What was yours? Booty 1, Booty 2, or Booty 3?
Quickies.
You can't be God given.
Quickies.
Show me the money.
Quickies.
Hit me up, Brad. I just got divorced.
Quickies.
Rickey Smiley, good morning.
Quickies.
Tell Gary, quit pronouncing his T words with the letter D.
Quickies.
I like eating cold grits and ham.
Quickies.
Mister, you told Harpo's to beat me. I kill him dead.
Quickies.
Fat Tosh ain't picked me up yet.
Quickies.
Let's go, Brandon.
Quickies.
After that bikini pic on Instagram, Brat, what do you like? A whole lot of foreplay. Girl really like that body.
Quickies.
Give it up one time for Gary with T. One time.
Quickies.
Why Gary look like the baby that Black Tony and Kiki had with Fat Tasha?
Quickies.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here. These nuts.
Those are good ones.
There's something wrong with these people.
We gotta always end it with a these nuts joke.
There's something wrong with these people.
Is that the reasons why we hear these nuts?
Yeah, baby. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 4 minutes after the top of the hour, man. Songs that'll stay in your head all day. This Shaka Khan, this take me back to when I was the breakdance days, man. I used to break with the Renegade Rockers, won many of breakdance battles, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
What
year was that?
Man, I don't even know, dog.
Yeah, he trying to catch you up. Don't do that.
Brad, but you got some words for this song.
Yeah, I mean, did you know that Prince actually wrote this song and released it first on his 1979 self-titled album? But you know, the Shaka Khan version got more instruments and production elements in it, and where Prince's was more like, kind of like stripped down. And Stevie Wonder played the harmonica on this track. That very well-known, memorable harmonica noise, that's Stevie Wonder. And the crazy part is he recorded it the same day he attended Marvin Gaye's funeral.
Wow.
Now that's crazy. Oh wait, let me tell y'all this. Melly Mel, who was with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, he did the rap, and Shaka Khan didn't know he did this rap, or he put a verse on it. Now the day after she heard the vocals, her producer Arif Martin, he surprised her by playing it, and he had the rap on there. Guess what? She hated it. She hated it because she ain't like hearing her song repeated over and over. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. Let me write. She hated that, but the producer convinced her. He promised her it would be a hit song, and the rest is history.
Wasn't
and
this
we
her
love
biggest?
this song.
Wasn't this like her biggest hit?
I think
it was
so.
one of them. That one,
She
yeah,
had
that'd be
two.
top three.
Yeah.
Come
on,
like
man.
One of the most.
What else did she had? Oh, that's not her. What to be real? That ain't her.
No, that's
Through the
Cheryl.
fire,
That's
through the limit.
fight,
Yeah.
She got
Yeah,
some
but
history. This one right here was the one that like really
this is
crossed her
one of the
over, too.
biggest ones.
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody walk around like Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan,
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Man, I love it, man. This is one of them songs that just you know when it comes on. It I think it was before its time, like for real.
Yeah.
You can play this song like right now, and it wouldn't be considered like an old school joint.
And when I hear it, it do remind me of Prince. I didn't know he wrote it. It reminded me of something that Vanity or
Right.
or
And now that you
Sheila
say
E.
it, you can hear his signature in there.
Apollonia. Look at Apollonia. Yes. Yes. Come on. Whoa.
Yes.
I need you to be my sugar babe.
Hanging out at
I
Lake
can't
Minnetonka.
do it alone. Okay. Purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. Same vibe. Yes. I love it. This is awesome.
We got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next. Pimpin', let's get it.
Let's go.
Entertainment. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the top of the hour. Front page time. Eva.
Good morning, Rock. The front page is being brought to you by OWN. Be sure to add Kings of Napa to your binge watch list if you missed it last night. The drama will get you hooked. The Kings of Napa's new episodes air Tuesday nights at 8, 7 Central on OWN. Good morning, y'all. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. One day after 8,500 U.S. troops were put on alert for possible deployment to Eastern Europe yesterday, President Biden told reporters, quote, "We do not have any intention of putting American forces or NATO forces in Ukraine." Now, of course, this is a response to the possible Russian attack on Ukraine, but Russia continues to deny its planning an invasion. And in COVID news, Pfizer has announced that it will begin testing a vaccine that specifically targets the Omicron variant. But 11 cases of new Omicron subvariant have been detected in California. In the U.S., 96 total cases have been identified as a new Omicron BA2 variant, and scientists are monitoring it closely to determine whether or not it is more infectious or deadly. Meanwhile, yesterday, the U.S. Coast Guard searched for 39 missing people after a capsized boat was found off of Florida's east coast, with one lone survivor clinging onto it. Now, it is believed that the boat was used for human smuggling. The one man who did survive say that the capsized because of severe weather and no one had life jackets. So sad. Last but not least, and in political news, 81-year-old House Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced yesterday that she will seek re-election to a 19th term. Pelosi did not say if she will seek another term as a speaker if she's re-elected, but it is expected that she will easily win in her heavily Democratic district. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, just log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, our sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Let's see, man. We're going to start off with the New Orleans Saints former head coach Sean Payton steps down as head coach after 16 years, says he does not plan to coach anywhere next season. And my personal opinion, depending on the success of Dallas Cowboys, don't be surprised if he replaces head coach Mike McCarthy after next year, or possibly this year, or the year after. You never know. That's just my little opinion right there. Former Tampa Bay wide receiver Antonio Brown says he will pursue legal action against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over his release after saying he was too injured to continue playing against the New York Jets earlier this month, and claimed that Coach Bruce Arians ignored his plea to not re-enter the game. So he's going full steam ahead with this lawsuit. One of baseball's greatest hitters and outfielders of all time, Barry Bonds, had the Baseball Hall of Fame doors slammed shut in his face again. Was not voted into the Hall of Fame in his final year on the ballot, which is 10 years. His connection to performance-enhancing drugs has kept him out of the Hall of Fame. He's the all-time home run leader, 762 total, owns a single-season home run record, 14-time All-Star, 7 total MVPs, which is more than anybody else in Major League Baseball history. Listen, there's a lot of players that has dabbled into the performance-enhancing drug situation. Some got busted, some did not get busted. This situation is still kind of alleged with Barry Bonds. Is he one of the greatest to play? Absolutely. Does he deserve to be in a Hall of Fame? In my opinion, I think he does. Absolutely, he does. That can go into a whole nother conversation, though, but that's all I got, man. It is what it is. Brett with the hot spot. Let's go.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BRAT.
BRAT, what it is, girl.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, you remember the other day I told you about Andy Cohen speaking out against the racist post Real Salt Lake City star Jenny Nguyen made. Now, he said there would be more to come. Well, she has now been officially fired from the show. Bravo released a statement yesterday that read, Bravo has ceased filming with Jenny Nguyen and will no longer be a cast member of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We recognize we failed to take appropriate action once her offensive social media posts were brought to our attention. Moving forward, we will work to improve our processes to ensure we make better informed and more thoughtful casting decisions. Ooh, what you think about that, Gary? I know you know, and Eva. Y'all watch it.
Yeah, it's sad. We just gotta pray.
I'm glad they did something about it.
Yeah, because wasn't she real extra, and she had a lot of criminal stuff going on as well, right?
But I thought they
Yeah,
supposed
but I don't
to
think
do
it was.
that.
I don't think it was the criminal stuff that got her with the law, it got her in more trouble. But with the show, it was just more of being insensitive to the racial tensions that are going on. And if there was something that was anti-Semitic or gay bashing, they would speak out. So I'm proud of Bravo and of Andy for saying something, because our issues are as important.
But Eve, I thought you're supposed to act a fool on these shows in order to get your storylines going.
Not supposed to act racist, Gary.
Not right.
I mean, it's different ways to be a fool. You already know that. That ain't the way.
Yeah, that ain't the way. And I'm sure the criminal stuff, she would prefer to not have that be aired out on TV either. But it is what it is. And you know what? Come around, go around, and what go around, come around. You know what the saying is. All right, y'all, moving on. Yo Gotti has hinted that his upcoming double album, CM10, which is due February 4th, will be his last. He wrote via Instagram, "I'm going to finish this how I started, with no regrets, standing on business and principles, motivating all hustlers, knowing we took the highest risk for a better outcome. To the streets, plugs, fans, and consumers, I'm forever grateful." He concluded the post by saying, "This the last one," with a smiling crying emoji. So, okay, well, I guess Yo Gotti going out with a bang. Every time somebody say they're going to quit or retire, though, I be like, man, if this is what you love to do, it's kind of hard to do that. You be hearing music and you want to put out more music, especially when you're a writer and you got a passion for it. So I feel like he may be finished, but he going to come back. He going to miss it, and he is going to come back. All right, moving on. Alec Baldwin and the other producers of Rust filed a motion to dismiss a civil suit brought forth by the movie script supervisor, Mamie Mitchell. Now, Mitchell was standing just a few feet away from Baldwin when he fired the gun that killed the firm's director of photography, Helena Hutchins. Now, Mitchell was also the first to call 911. Now, in November 2021, he filed a lawsuit for assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and deliberate infliction of harm. Now, Baldwin and other producers believe her case should be thrown out. Baldwin also claimed that Mitchell had no apparent physical injury and raced to the courthouse in California without providing the notice in New Mexico required for a workers' compensation claim. Now, apparently to get her claim in front of any potential claims by the two individuals who were hit by the live round. So what y'all think? Do y'all feel like she shouldn't have ran the court, or she shouldn't want anything from it? I'm sure she's having some type of emotional distress from the gun being fired just a few feet away from her and the person dying. So should people not sue if they have emotional distress?
If you're so emotionally distressed, you wouldn't know how to sue. You'd be at home resting.
Wow, talk about it, Gary.
I said, that's my thing. I don't know.
You know, Brett, this is a clear example of an accident. Oftentimes you call things accidents that are not. This was an accident, and I just think that it's gross overkill. I mean, obviously it wasn't done intentionally, and to try to exploit the situation financially, I think is super, super whack.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like the family of the lady that passed away, they definitely deserve something.
Absolutely.
But everybody else said, I feel the same way you do. It was clearly an accident. All right, y'all, last but not least, exciting news. Producer Will Packer announced on Good Morning America that Girls Trip 2 is underway. And yes, the original Girls Trip cast that features Queen Latifah, Regina Hall, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Tiffany Haddish will all be back. Will said, can't we all use a post-pandemic trip, my friend? I think that the time is actually right, and this is something that I will tell you and break news right now at GMA. Girls Trip 2 sequel, we are underway, and that's what he said, so we can't wait to see that. We know it's going to be funny because I love Girls Trip 1. It was hilarious.